the two players I want to look at is a Brazilian international called Neymar and the English international called Jadon Sancho. The first player we're going to look at today is Neymar. So in 1999, Neymar's career began. He played for a small team, a small academy in Santos, which is in Brazil, called Portuguesa Santista. Then, after his 4-year spell at that academy, he then moved to the biggest academy in his city and one of the biggest academies in his country. That team is called Santos. He spent a total of 10 years at the club, so from 2003 to 2013. But in 2009, Neymar made his professional debut for the club. So his first ever start for the first team. So he was involved in the first team for about 4 years. Then, after his 10-year spell at Santos, he then went and joined a team in Spain called Barcelona. So Barcelona are quite a famous team in the world and they're playing the top flight of Spanish football. He spent 4 years at Barcelona, and them 4 years, a lot of people think, were the best 4 years of his career. He played with a very famous footballer, one of the greatest footballers of all time, who you may have heard of, called Lionel Messi. Then, after his 4 years at Barcelona, he made an even bigger move than what he did joining Barcelona. He joined a French team who play in the top flight of French football called Paris Saint-Germain. So, a lot of you may know Neymar for his skills and his tricks. Ever since 2017, he has played for PSG. So he's been at PSG for nearly 4 seasons now. As I said to begin with, so when I was explaining the two players, Neymar is a Brazilian footballer. So he's a Brazilian international. He's regarded as one of the best footballers to play for his country. As you can see, when Neymar played for Barcelona in Spain, and now he plays for PSG in France, he has to do lots of travelling, as he would have to do as a footballer anyway, because footballers do lots of travelling, whether they're travelling for home games, away games, or they might have to travel abroad. So when Neymar plays in a competition called the Champions League, he may need to travel to all different parts of Europe. So for example, PSG may play a team in England, so Neymar would have to come from France all the way to England. So as a footballer, you do lots and lots and lots of travelling. Now, the second player I want to show you and speak about is Jadon Sancho. So Jadon Sancho is a young England international. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may not. As you can see, he's had a slightly shorter career than Neymar, but he's also 7 years younger. So, Jadon Sancho began his career in 2007 and he joined the academy of Watford Football Club. Watford are a team who are based in Hertfordshire. He spent a total of 8 years at the club, so 8 years in their academy. Then, in 2015, he's moved academy. So he moved up north to the northwest to a city called Manchester, and he joined a team called Manchester City Football Club. He spent 2 years at the club, and the main reason why Jadon Sancho left Man City was because of lack of first team football. So he wasn't being played a lot. So he was only still being played academy football, when Jadon Sancho as an individual thought he was better than that, which is a great mentality to have for young players. So in 2017, Manchester City sold him to a German team in Dortmund called Borussia Dortmund. So in 2017, Jadon Sancho joined a German club called Borussia Dortmund. He has been there for nearly 4 seasons, so he joined in the same year as what Neymar did. In these 4 years, Jadon Sancho has had huge development, which means he's made huge progress. So he's came from being an okay average footballer to really progressing, and a lot of people think he'll be one of the best players in the world in the next 5 or 6 years. So Jadon Sancho is still really young. A lot of you may know Jadon Sancho from the England national team, because he's an England international. So he plays for England, so he plays with the Premier League superstars like Jordan Henderson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford. So he plays in the same team as all of those players. As you can see, if he plays for Borussia Dortmund, he's another one like Neymar who has to travel from different countries to come and play for the national team. So he has to travel from Germany all the way back to England to train with the England national squad. Like with Neymar, his club play in the Champions League as well, which is one of the biggest competitions in Europe. So A lot of the weeks during the year, so midweek games, so it might be a Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, they do lots of travelling. So he might have to travel from Germany, maybe to England, maybe to France, maybe to Spain. But he has to travel on a weekly basis in Germany or around Europe. Welcome back to all the older players. Now we're going to be looking at the second part of your lesson. Before we move into that, we have just looked at 4 players. Well, you've looked at 2 of them and I've shown you 2 examples. So the 2 examples I've shown you, just to give you a quick reminder, was Jadon Sancho's career and Neymar Jr.'s career. Then you went away and looked at James Milner's career and Luis Suarez's career. Hopefully if you completed that and got it right, of course. Now, like the examples what I've shown you and what you've done, you've got to create your own player pathway. So you need to create a pathway what you would like to go on. The only thing I need you to do, which needs to be correct information, is all the teams you have played for now. So you may be 11 years old and you may have played for 2 local clubs and FDS. Or you may be a player who's never played for a club before and you might not come to FDS and you might just be on the video. But what I need you to do is, until the age you are now, I need you to give me what information and what teams you have played for up to this date. Until you get to the age what you are now, you can play for whatever football teams you want to play for. So the winner, or the person who's going to have the best homework, in my opinion, will be the person who will have the most creative pathway. So like I said, you've got to put all the teams you've played for up to the age you are now. Then when you get to your age, you can play for any teams you want to play for. So for example, I may have played for 1 local club from the age of 7 all the way to the age of 12. Then, at the age of 13, I might decide to go and join Barcelona's academy. I may play for Barcelona's academy for 5 years, and then I might join a team in England, a team in France, a team in Germany. But like I said, I want to see who can come up with the most creative pathway in football and the most creative career. Right, remember, all of your submissions, so all of your work, you need to send to the number which should be on the screen now. And best of luck, and go and smash it. Right, I can't wait to see your submissions. Good luck.